All right, welcome, boys and girls, to your first day of Junior Knights Camp here at Middle Georgia State University. My name is Mr. Tyler Sapp. This is Miss Bethany Mullis, and that's Miss Miranda Thomas, and that's Miss Katie Glover. And we're so excited to be here with you today and be here with you throughout the week. We are so excited to learn and have fun all in one time. This week, I want to tell you what we're going to be doing. You're going to have your investigator hats on, and you will be investigating and uncovering the three branches of government. Throughout the week, you will do fun activities and fun research and a rap and all sorts of different games and activities to build your knowledge over the three branches of government. Today, we're going to focus on the federal branches of government. Before we do that, we've got to talk about some classroom expectations. The first classroom expectation is to be polite and courteous to others, your classmates and your teachers. Your next is to have fun. Everything we do this week, we are hoping that you have fun and enjoy and learn throughout the week. Next, make sure you respect your classmates, your teachers, and the property here at Middle Georgia. Next, we've got this cool attention getter that we want you to learn, so that way when we need to get your attention, because you may need a clue or you may need help with investigation, and that we can help you. We've got this attention getter to help you listen and see. Okay, so we will say classity class, and you'll say yesy yes. This gets your attention. That way everybody's looking and they're listening. And that way they're all focused on what we need to tell you, because this may help your investigation. So let's try it out. Classity class. Yesity yes. Good job. One more time. Classity class. Yesity yes. Good job. Great job. I'm excited because we'll be using that all throughout the week. Now we are going to dive into our investigation with our topic of the three branches of government. So, let's watch this cool rap video about the branches of government and see what vocabulary words that you hear, which ones you may already know, which ones you want to know about, or which ones that you don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, it's the legislative branch.
Yeah, it's the courts.
It's the executive branch. I'm the one that passed the laws. So if you want to make something happen, you gotta go through me. Who's calling the shots in the Oval Office? Vocabulary. Let's go. It goes check, check, two state ballots, not just one. We bring three talents, the powers. Gotta keep them separated. That's the motto we made. Three branches of government, that's all. Legislative writes the laws. Executive executes laws so official. The court system is judicial. I'm the legislative branch. I write laws. Without me, it would be anarchy, of course. Say my name. I'm called Congress, sitting on Capitol Hill. Kid, that's honest. Made up from the Senate and the House of Reps. We write a bill and send it to the president's desk. We legislate and we roll deep. 535 members in my clique. See, Senate, each state sends 100 senators in all. That's how we do. The House of Representatives is by population. Cali reps the hardest, no debating. If my bill gets a presidential veto, I can override that with enough people. I wrote the budget and I'm passing the laws. And now I'ma grab the mic and pass it on. Oh, hey Congress, sometimes I need to mess with your plans. I carry out laws, I'm the executive branch. I'm the president, roll with the VP and cabinet. I'll veto your laws if I'm not having it. So hail to the commander-in-chief. All the armed forces need to follow me. My power's been blossoming since George Washington stepped into the office and did awesome things. I got a bowling alley in my home where I call in airstrikes from invisible roles. Who appoints the cabinet and judges too? The boss in the Oval Office, that's who.
Check, check. I'ma keep it short. The judicial system. I'm the courts. My highest court, that's supreme. All 9 justices know what I mean. Nominated by the press, confirmed by the Senate. No term limits, they serve a life sentence. Plead your case, it's not unusual for me to rule a law unconstitutional.
So I write a law, well I might veto it, and I can override that. You know it, man. I'm executive, the
what I'm all about. I might declare it unconstitutional.
I can impeach judges who act unusual.
I nominate justices in the first
I can
place.
impeach you too if you step out of place. Three branches of government, that's all. Legislative writes the laws. Executive executes laws so official. The court system is judicial. Three branches of government, that's all. Legislative writes the laws. Executive executes laws so official. The court system is judicial. It goes check, check, two-state balance, not just one. We bring three talents to powers. Gotta keep them separated. That's the motto. We made it.
All right, so now that we heard from that wonderful rap, that gets our brains moving and our vocabulary, words of thinking, and all sorts of kind of stuff getting ready for our moving into our investigation. So we're going to start with trying to see what you know, what you want to know, and what you learned. So we're going to fill part of this KWL chart out today, and then at the end of the week we're going to finish, and then we're going to see what you learned. All right, but first, before we do that, we need to make a symbol that goes along with each branch of government. So can anybody think of a symbol you want to put for the executive branch? An American flag? That'll work. All right. What about the judicial branch? A gavel. That's good because they use that in their court. All right, and the legislative branch. All right, you said a bill. Tell me why you said a bill. What is a bill? What is the legislative branch job? You're exactly right. Their job is to create laws and create bills for our government. So great, we'll draw a bill or a law. So these are our three symbols. We have the executive branch for our American flag, our legislative branch for our laws, and our judicial branch for our gavel. So you may see those, and if you see that we'll know. All right, so now we have our KWL chart. All right, so this means what you know, what you want to know, and what you learned. All right, so now we're going to start by filling this out, and you're going to help me fill this out because I don't know what you know. I don't know what you want to know. And then at the end of the week, I want to know what you learned. All right, so first I'm going to explain this in a way that you may understand. When you're at school, everyone has a job. All right? The principal, he's the president of the school. So he or she is the one who makes the decisions. Okay? Then you have other people who do different jobs to help the president and to run the school smoothly, right? So we have the president that has Congress and judicial branch making sure that everything's working all together, right? You're exactly right. So if we're getting things going here and everybody's working in the school system, it's just like our government. Everybody helps the principal, everybody helps the president, everybody's working together to make sure that we are running smoothly, whether we're in the school or whether we're in the president or whether we're in the government. So we want to know something that you know already. So somebody tell me something they already know about the three branches of government. Now that they kind of know what everybody does, like everybody's got a role. So you knew that the leader of the executive branch, and I'm going to just draw our flag. Leader of executive branch is the president. All right? What's something else somebody knew? You knew that there was a Senate and a House of Representatives? All right. Senate and House of Representatives in the legislative branch. And what's something else she knew? That is exactly right. I'm so glad that you said that. She knew about the judicial branch and how they make sure that things are right and how they're wrong. So the judicial branch, and what are we going to write for that? Our gavel. Good job. So we're going to write our gavel. It's not pretty, but it'll do. The judicial branch decides whether things are right or wrong. Anything else anybody knew? Okay, so we may come back to that in a second. So somebody tell me what they want to learn. So let's go over what we know already, okay? So our know section, what we already know. We know the leader of the executive branch is the president. We know that the Senate and the House are in the legislative branch, and we know the judicial branch decides whether things are right or wrong. All right, so now we're going to move over to our what we want to learn column. All right, can everybody see it? Good. All right, so tell me something somebody wants to learn. Do you want to learn about the judicial branch and why there are 9 justices and what they do? All right. So you want to learn about the judicial branch. So let's draw our gavel. Judicial branch. You want to learn about the judicial branch and what they do. Okay. So what else does somebody want to learn? That is a great thing to know because not a lot of people know. So she said that she wanted to know what the vice president did. So what the vice president, the VP, does in the executive branch. Now here's something. He actually plays both parts in the executive branch and the legislative branch. So we're going to put that and our symbol for the legislative branch. All right. What else? What else does somebody want to know? You want to know about the president? What about the president? About what? Oh, okay. So you saw on the video they said commander-in-chief and you don't know what that means. All right. So you want to know what does commander in chief mean? All right. What else? You want to know how a bill is passed? Okay. How a bill is passed. What else? Oh. I never thought about that. You want to know what would happen if the vice president was not able to fulfill his duties. Well, we're not going to get into that this week, but we will be able to talk about more about what happens if someone's not been able to fulfill their duties, like the president. Anybody else? All right. So you want to know what happens to the Supreme Justices when they retire. So, like, what happens? How do they get a new one? Okay. So, what happens when a justice retires? All right. I think these are a lot of good things. So let's review our KWL chart for now, okay? So first we have our K. We want to know who the leader is of the leader of the executive branch is president. That's what we know. The Senate and the House is in the legislative branch. The judicial branch decides whether things are right or wrong. We want to know now what we want to know is the de jure branch. What do they do? The vice president, what does he do in the executive branch and the legislative branch? And what does the commander-in-chief mean? How is a bill passed? And what happens when a justice retires? All right, and so throughout the week, we're going to learn all about this. Now, before we move on to our investigation and before we dive straight in into some research and some fun activities, we need to remember our I Can statement for the week. Our I Can statement says, I can identify the 3 branches of government. All right, so let's say it together. I can identify the 3 branches of government. One more time. I can identify the 3 branches of government. And you're going to be hearing that a lot this week. Now we're going to move on, and Miss Mullis is going to be hitting the ground running with your investigation into the 3 branches of government.